Johnny here. So now you're going to learn the method in order to remember all of the countries in Europe, but pretty much all the countries in the world based on their location. So let's get started. And so you're going to get a look into my mind and what kind of images and stories I create. So this is the method, okay? So you're going to look at the landmass. So let's take Iceland, and you're going to try to come up with some sort of image for it. So to me, it kind of looks like a ghost. Right here, kind of looks like a little ghost. Then you're going to change the name of the country into an image and connect the two together. So Iceland, I think of ice, and so I'm going to see the ghost getting frozen in ice. And so that allows me to remember it because if someone asks me, hey, where's Iceland? And so I'm like, Iceland, oh yeah, ghost. Oh yeah, the country, no, the landmass looks like a ghost. And then I find that one. Oh, here it is. Boom, that's Iceland. And so I'm going to go through all of the countries and show you all the crazy images and stories I'm going to create. And hopefully, if you follow along, you will learn all the countries in Europe. And I know that some of the images may not make sense to you because I created them, and that's okay. Change the images so they work for you. But without further ado, let's get started. And so here we go. Iceland. So there's a little ghost. Iceland, ice. I see the ghost in ice. Okay, Ireland. For some reason, when I hear Ireland, I think of fire. And so I kind of see a guy here too. So let me just cover this up. So right here, I kind of see like a sumo guy. So I kind of see like his hair on fire and he's running around. So that's what I see. Next is the UK. I know the UK is broken into more countries, but this map just gave me UK as one whole. And so the UK, I kind of see, I kind of see like a monster right here. No, here's the mouth, here's the body. And so UK, England is in it, so I think of Big Ben. So I see this monster eating Big Ben. So there we go. Let's continue. Portugal. Now for me, port, I think of port. Portugal, port. And for some reason, Portugal looks like bacon. And so I see a port with a whole bunch of bacon on it. I know. Spain. Okay, Spain, to me, looks like a hat, like a top hat, kind of. Right here you have like the brim, and then here you have like the long part. And so that's why I see. Spain, pain. I think of pain. So I see this hat in pain. Right here, Andorra. And so I'm going to connect this one with Spain. And so I see an ant open a door and hit the hat, and that's why the hat is in pain. And so no, the Andorra is very, very small, so that's why I picture an ant, because the ant's small, so that's gonna help me. That's gonna help remind me. Oh yeah, no, Andorra, it's the really small landmass next to Spain. Boom, that's the only one. Okay, France, to me, kind of looks like a looks like a person's head, like a long nose, and I see I see the Eiffel Tower going up into the nose, so that's what I see. Monaco. And so, it's connected to France. Monaco, I think of nachos. And so I pictured nachos being tossed at this person's face as well. And so this person has, the Eiffel Tower up their nose and then has nachos getting tossed at them. And so that's going to help me remind Monaco is next to France and it's a small landmass. Okay, Belgium right here to me kind of looks like a bird. Let me cover up real fast. Kind of looks like a bird. And so I see this bird running into a bell, right? Belgium, bell. So the next one, the small one, Luxembourg, I picture, I picture a hamburger in a tux, um, hamburger in a tux getting tossed at the bell. So that's gonna remind me, oh yeah, that is connected to Belgium. And so I picture it small too, like a small burger in a tux, because that's gonna remind me, oh yeah, it's a small landmass next to Belgium. And no, the Netherlands is next to it, but um, Luxembourg is really small compared to the Netherlands. And so let's go to the Netherlands now. So here, oh, excuse me, let me close that. Boom. So here I kind of see like a fish, but it's one like it looks more like the anglerfish, in the deep ocean has like the little light bulb above its head. That's what I see. The Netherlands, um, I think of Minecraft, the Nether. It's kind of like a hot lava volcano place type thing. And so I see this anglerfish just kind of swimming around there. So that's what I see. Let's go up here now. Here is Norway. So I kind of see like a skinny snake. This is like the big snake head, and it kind of has like spikes on its back. Norway, I think of snore, and so I picture this snake getting beat up by an alarm clock. Okay, so that's what I see here. Sweden, right here, Sweden. For me, I see kind of like an old man, and he's swinging on the swing set. Okay, Finland, I kind of see like a lady. Here's her arm, like the dress. She's dancing, and she's dancing. Finland, I picture a fin on this lady, right? Finland, fin. So that's what I see for that. Russia, right here, I see like a blacksmith's hammer, and I picture a bear. 'Cause, you know, that's like the national thing, Russia bear. And so I see a bear with blacksmith hammer. Also, Russia is right here too. And so for me, this kind of looks like a little not like a boot, but like a little sneaker type shoe. And so like, I could imagine the bear smacking that with a hammer. Because I did not know Russia was right there. I That was new to me. Okay, so let's go on. So we got all this. Here, Estonia. And so I kind of see like a frog and no, like the princess kissing the frog. Someone's tossing stones at them. So Estonia, stone. 'Cause that's what I see there. Latvia. I kind of see like this like just like mouth right here. Here's like the opening, and I see a cat tossing tea down it. Latvia cat tea. And so for me that works. Maybe you don't see it, but that's what allows me to remember that. So that's Latvia. Lithuania. So to me, it kind of looks like a slug right here, like the two antennae. Lith reminds me of Sith. So I see the slug, the slug as like a Sith Lord from Star Wars. So that's what I see right there. So that's Russia. Denmark. I kind of see, uh, like this wizard-looking guy tossing like a rock into this like face, but I see it happening in a den. Denmark. So I see this den, and this wizard. I guess he's feeding this like headless, this head in this den. So he's tossing rocks to feed him. So that's what I see. Okay. Now I have to keep track which ones I did. Uh, Belarus. Excuse me for any pronunciation if I'm butchering it. I apologize. Belarus. So I kind of see like a walrus type thing. Like here are the fins. Here's its face. Um, or here's its flipper, and like this is its face. And so I see this walrus holding a bell and ringing it. Right. Belarus bell. So that's what I see there. Poland. So you might not see it, but I kind of see like a monkey's face right here. Here's the mouth, here's the eye. So we see this monkey just like working out on this pool, like doing like pull-ups, and so that's what I see for Poland. Okay, so we got Denmark, Germany, and so Germany, I see like a fish here. Let me see if you can see it better. Here's like the mouth. Here's like the fin, bottom fin. So this is a fish I see. And so for Germany, I don't know, I think of beer. So I see this fish drinking beer. Okay? And so let me go to Ukraine. We got everything up there. Ukraine. So to me, kind of looks like a sub. Here's like the top of the sub. And, like it has a sub shape. But I see it getting rained on. Right? Ukraine, rain. And so that's why I see the sub just getting a whole bunch of rain. Okay? And so let me go over here. Switzerland. Switzerland. Let me close that so you get a better view. Switzerland. To me, it kind of looks like a looks like a mole. Here's the face. Here's his little hands, and so I see I see the mole having a sweater. Okay, Switzerland. I think of sweater. So this mole has a sweater. Here, Liechtenstein. Um, Liechtenstein. So I know it's like it's a small landmass next to Switzerland. So I picture Einstein licking the sweater of the mole. And so, it's a small Einstein to remind me, oh yeah, it's the small landmass next to Switzerland. And so that's what I see for that. Liechtenstein, Einstein licking the mole's sweater. And so there we go. Of course, Italy looks like a boot, but I see Mario in the boot. And so I think it's Super Mario Brothers 3 where Mario could get inside a boot. So that's really easy for me. Maybe not for you because maybe you don't play Mario, but that's what I'd see here. Okay, and so the Vatican is within Rome, or I believe is within Rome, but it's like right inside Italy. And so what I see is I see Mario in the boot jumping on the Pope. That's what I see. And the reason I did that is because the Pope is lower down. So as you can see right here, San Marino is in Italy too, but it's higher up. And so what I see for this is that there is sand in the boot that Mario is in. And so Mario is jumping on the Pope because the Pope is lower, Vatican City is lower, and then San Marino, they're sand in the boot because it's higher up. And so that's how I kind of distinguish the different locations of those two small land masses. So that's what you have there. Malta, I picture a mall. It's a very tiny, very tiny mall getting kicked by Italy, getting kicked by the boot. And so that reminds me, oh yeah, Malta is at the end of Italy. So that's what I see there. So far we have all of these ones. And so let's just keep going. And so here, Cyprus, I see kind of like a lobster claw. So that's what I see, but it's like a cyborg. The Psy, that's what I think of cyborg. And then the purse, I think of a purse. So I see this cyborg um, lobster claw holding onto a purse. That's what I see there. Turkey. So naturally, I'm gonna picture Turkey. But right here, I see like a football player, American football, and I see him pushing the turkey out of the way to get to the touchdown. So that's what I see here. Okay. Um, here, Greece. So what I kind of see is I kind of see like a person and a monster right here. This is like the monster, kind of like a sea dragon type thing, and the person. And so I see them, but they're slipping on a whole bunch of grease. So they're just like slipping up, try to catch their balance. That's what I see for this. Okay, Bulgaria, Bulgaria, Bulgaria. And so for this, I see kind of like an elephant. Here's like the trunk of it. Depending how you take it, maybe you like see like a lizard or a dog from this point. But I see this elephant tossing a bowl up, a bowl with pears. Bulgare, pear. So I see this elephant tossing a ball with pears. Romania. So for me, I kind of see like a mountain right here, and I see a whole bunch of Romans, like the Roman soldiers climbing up this mountain. So that's what I see for right here. Moldova, what I see, so let me just cover that up. Right here, Moldova, what I see is kind of like an alligator face. And so I see him having like a mole on his face. Um, and then Dova, um, there's this game called Skyrim, Dova King. And so I see this alligator with his mole screaming, like shouts, doing these shouts. And so like I said, you might not know what Skyrim is, so it might not work for you. But of course, find images that work for you. And so that's what I see for that. And so we have all of these done. We got Ukraine. Okay, the Czech Republic. So what I kind of see is right here is kind of like a laser beam or like satellite type looking thing. And so what I see is Czech. I think of chess, and the Republic. I kind of think of Star Wars. And so I see this like big army from Star Wars walking, knocking over chess pieces, and they knock the chess pieces over by shooting lasers at it. So that's what I see for the Czech Republic. Okay, Austria, right here. I think of an ostrich, and to me this kind of looks like a duster type thing. And so I see this ostrich just dusting things. So that's what I see right there. Okay, Slovakia. So for that, Slovakia right here, I kind of see like a motorcycle. Like here's like the front, the back, and the person's on it. And I see him drinking vodka. And so he's going really slow because he's drunk, so he's not driving, as fast. So that's what I see for that. Okay, so we got that one. Got that. Okay, Hungary. I kind of see like a dog. Here's like the ears, the face, the little tail, and he's hungry. So this dog is just eating literally everything. And so that's what I see right there for Hungary. This is Slovenia. Okay, and so to me it kind of looks like lips. Here are like the lips part. And so what I see is someone kissing someone with their lips, then they go all slow-mo. and maybe they toss T. Slovenia, Veen, T. A little stretch for me. It works for me. So, maybe you won't mess with that, but that's what I see for there. Okay, so Slovenia. Here we have Croatia. And so it kind of looks like just like this big scary monster's mouth. So let me, oh, oopsies. Monster's mouth's right here. And so I see a crow getting eaten by this monster's mouth, right? Croatia, crow. So that's what I see for that. Here we go. Bos Bosnia and Herzegovina. And so that's right there. And so what I see is Bosnia. I think of Oz. So I think of the characters from the Wizard of Oz kind of running away from this monster. Hershey. I think of Hershey. And so they're eating chocolate when they get chased by this monster. So that's what I picture for that. So that is this country right here. Okay, the Wizard of Oz eating chocolate running away from the monster. And so now we're getting to like the really small countries, so I'll make sure I get them all. Serbia. So right here, Serbia. For me, it kind of looks like a feather pen, just like a feather. And so I see this this like butler, like sir, getting tickled by a feather. So that's what I see. Kosovo. What I see, I think is I think of Coke. And so I see that the pen is getting dipped into Coke. And so that's for the position, right? So here's the feather, and then it's getting dipped into the Coke right there, to the Coca-Cola. And so that's what I see. Okay, this is Macedonia. I think this is like, it can have different names, but that's why I know it as. That's what I do. Macedonia. So to me, it kind of looks like a bunny. Here are like the little ears, little legs. And so I see this bunny running around with a mace, right? Macedonia, mace. And so, so that's right there. So that's what I see for that. And I think we're just about done. I think we have two more. Here's Albania. Right here, to me, it kind of looks like a cat. So let me just cover that up. Kind of looks like a cat. And so I see the cat, Albania. I think of Bane from Batman petting a cat, Albania. So that's what I see right there. And I believe the last place is this one, which is Montenegro. And so to me, it kind of looks like a mop head. Like here is like the long part. Here's like where it started going up to the stick. And so Montenegro. Negro in Spanish means black, so I picture like a black mop. Then I think of moth. So I see this moth using this black mop. And there we go. And so that should have been all the countries in Europe I just went through. And hopefully, if you could see my images and connect them to the different land masses, now you know all of the countries in Europe. And so I'm going to include this website I'm on, in the description down below, so you can actually go and quiz yourself and see if you know it. But of course, some of the images you might not have connected with. That's okay. Just go back through and create your own images, because now you have the method to remembering the country, the country's name, and where the country is on the map, which is just really cool. And so, it's a lot of fun. You got to look into kind of weird things I pictured, which is totally fine. I just like love making these weird, crazy stories. Some of them might make no sense to you, but if it works for you, that's the thing that matters most. But yeah, let me just check real fast, because I think we did every single country: Bulgaria, Serbia, Hungary, Moldova, Lithuania. Yeah, I think we did every country. So now you should know all the countries in Europe, which is pretty cool. And so I hope you like this video. I hope you like learning the method to do this. And if you like it, share with other people so they can learn. This will be really, really useful in geography class, right? And so share with people so they can learn how to remember the country's names and the land masses they belong to. So I hope you enjoy the video, and until next time.